Welcome to the Crescent City Connection podcast with your instant reaction from the Saints-Rams game. What a nightmare. I don't know what else could have gone wrong. We had a few injuries. Kirkwood, right off the bat in pregame, got hurt. Traquan Smith went down. Pete, the offensive tackle, went down. Most of all, Drew Brees. Well, I don't know exactly what happened to his finger, but it's the thumb on his throwing hand. I mean, it's going to be huge trying to maneuver the rest of this schedule. I don't know how long he's going to be out. But with Brees down and Bridgewater in, Bridgewater didn't look good at all.
No, he didn't. That was probably one of the most frustrating to watch Saints games I've ever seen in my life. I mean, as a fan, you just feel completely helpless with Bridgewater at quarterback. You feel like he can't get the ball in the end zone. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, he looked flusher right off the bat. He was taking too long.
And he was indecisive.
Indecisive, taking too long to make decisions. And then when he did make decisions, they were the wrong ones. He helped his stats a little bit at the end with some garbage time. I mean,
yeah, he definitely padded his stats towards the end, or they would have looked a lot worse.
What was his final stat line?
17 for 30 for 165 yards.
Yeah.
I mean, you throw the ball 30 times, you expect to get more than 165 yards.
I mean, this I don't know how bad this Brees injury is. I mean, you gotta look at Brees. He wasn't even throwing on the sideline.
It doesn't look good.
No,
at all.
And so if it's jammed, if it's badly jammed, that's best case scenario. That's gonna be about 1 to 2 weeks to be 100% healed. Worst case scenario, it's either fractured or dislocated. You're looking at 6 to 8 weeks. 6 to 8 weeks. So this coaching staff has a decision to make. Are they going to keep rolling with Teddy Bridgewater, or are they going to go with Taysom Hill? Give Taysom a chance. In my opinion, if you want to win, put Taysom in. Bridgewater, he just looks mediocre. He's not going to go out there and win you games, and we have a tough few games coming up. I mean, what do you think?
I mean, with our defensive backfield, we need something extra from the offense. And, I mean, Bridgewater just can't. We need a quarterback that can keep up with the other team.
Yeah, and a quarterback that can make plays, And then I don't know how bad this Pete injury is, but if he's down, the offensive line is going to be hurting bad. So you need... I mean, Taysom Hill, you need somebody that could escape the pocket if that offensive line is going to be breaking down. And Bridgewater can't do that. I understand why you go Bridgewater in this game because...
Yeah, he was your set number 2, and he was supposed to be prepared to come in.
Yeah, you got to think all week in practice. You got Taysom Hill practicing at special teams. He's practicing at tight end position, the running back, the few guys that plays at quarterback. But... He's not going into this game expecting to get a full workload at quarterback like Teddy Bridgewater is. Teddy Bridgewater is the number 2 quarterback on a depth chart because of this. So now it could be a different story knowing, I mean, hopefully Brees can come back next game, but if he can't, the coaching staff knows he can't come back so they can prepare both quarterbacks the same. And hopefully...
We'll probably know by tomorrow because if Brees is going to be out more than
he'll get an evaluation today.
They're going to probably sign another quarterback just to have an extra one because you can't go with 2 quarterbacks. You got to have somebody in case something happens to them.
There's no way Taysom Hill can be worse than what we just seen from Teddy Bridgewater. There's no way.
I mean, he might he might get a few picks, but I can live with that. If he's taking shots.
I mean, not a few picks, but if he throws one.
If he throws one pick, yeah.
The thing with him, I know if he throws a pick, he's trying to make a big play.
He's taking shots, exactly.
And we need that. Our defense is not going to go out there and hold teams under 17 points. We got to score points on offense. And I don't see Teddy Bridgewater doing that.
No.
And another thing, what is going on with Jared Cook? I thought this dude was a big-time tight end. I think I seen him drop 4 balls. One of them was responsible. 3. One of them was responsible for an interception early in the game, and that was made a big impact on the game at the very beginning. And another thing that made a huge impact on the game is this another blown call by the referees against the Saints. That's now 3 games in a row the referees have blown a call against the Saints. How many times? This is embarrassing for the league. How can they keep letting this happen against us? He clearly, his hand came forward empty-handed. Cameron Jordan scooped it up and returned it for 75 yards for a touchdown. But instead, the referees blew it dead. They blew the play dead, and because they thought it was an incomplete pass. So therefore, since they blew it dead, they couldn't go back and challenge it. If you know it's possible that it's not incomplete, if you know it's even close, it's possible that it could be a fumble, don't blow it dead. Let the play run through and then challenge after the play if necessary. Since you blow the play dead, you can't challenge it. And so that's another blown call by the referees. How many times are they gonna let this happen?
Rip the freaking whistles off their necks. They shouldn't even be allowed to blow it dead. Challenge it after, but don't blow it dead.
You gotta let it run.
If it's close, don't blow it dead. I've seen that live. I said his hand came forward empty-handed.
And they're right there on the field watching it, and they can't see that.
Even if you have a sliver of doubt,
let it run out.
Let it run.
I'm getting to the point where I don't even want to watch the games anymore if it's going to be if it's going to be this way. I mean, what can the Saints do?
It's so obviously rigged against the Saints.
If you complain about it, everybody says, "Oh, the Saints are a bunch of crybabies." I mean, what are you supposed to do?
They say, "Oh, you can't blame it on the refs." What I get the most is when I bring up the blown call from last year in NFC Championship. They always say, "Oh, but you should have never left it up to one play."
You should have never been in that situation.
Look, this is the NFL. Every game is close.
Down to one play.
Every game comes down to one play.
Look at that Bears-Broncos game just now.
Yeah.
One play.
I mean, at least, probably half the games today came down to one possession.
Yep.
These games are coming down to one play. They're so close. So there's these blown calls.
The officials decide all of these games.
Basically. So these blown calls are coming down and they're affecting the outcome of these games. And every one of them is against us. I'm not seeing none of these blown calls against any other team in the league.
And nobody does anything. They say, "Oh, it's just another blown call against the Saints." When does something get done?
Yeah, and like you said, right, like, what, 5 minutes after these blown calls, the referees are coming on television admitting they're blown. Admitting that they're blown calls.
Hold these guys accountable. Like, I mean, suspend them a couple games, withhold some pay, do something. They gotta be held accountable.
Yeah.
Nobody can go to their job every day and screw up and still get paid and still have a job.
The thing is, they've been doing this their whole life. They know how to officiate these games. It just seems intentional to me. These blown calls look intentional. It looks rigged in my eyes. I mean, I don't want to be complaining about it, but, I mean, third time's the charm.
It's not a conspiracy anymore.
Yes, it's happening consistently. It's consistently happening to us. This doesn't happen to any other team in the league. Roger Goodell has a target on the New Orleans Saints. I wouldn't be surprised if Roger Goodell is going to these referees before the game and telling them, make it hard on them. Make it hard. Call it tough on the Saints. I mean, because it looks like these games are being officiated unfairly. Bridgewater played bad. He played very bad.
But we would have still had a shot to win this game.
We would have had a shot.
Had that been a touchdown.
And also, it looked like every time Bridgewater did make a play,
they got called.
It was a flag.
Yep.
We could never get any momentum in this game. None. Zero. Zip. I mean, I'm getting tired of it, man.
Like I said, I'm not even sure if I can watch next week if Bridgewater's behind center.
I mean, in my opinion, he's a Saint. I gotta pull for him. But in my eyes, start your best players at each position. And in my opinion, Taysom Hill is whirlwinds ahead. Teddy Bridgewater is a good backup quarterback, but he's not going to go out there and win you games. And right now, if this Brees injury is significant, we're going to need to win a few of these games to stay in the playoff race. I mean, we definitely need a hope that the Falcons lose tonight, and we're definitely getting help from the other teams in our division. But we can't just keep hoping that these teams keep losing games. We're going to have to go out here and win some games without Brees. And I don't think we could do it with Teddy Bridgewater under center. That's just my opinion. I don't think we could do it. Did you see any bright spots from the game? Anything positive from this game that you could take out?
Well, Michael Thomas was Michael Thomas. 10 catches, 89 yards.
He's gonna have to step up big. These guys.
Tre'Quan Smith finally looked good on that one catch, and he catch and run, and
but then he went down.
He gets hurt at the end of that. So I mean, there's not really many bright spots you can take for. Oh, I think Davenport had a sack finally.
Yeah,
and
another positive thing is Anyamata should be coming back from the 2-game suspension for marijuana possession, so he could help strengthen up that defensive line. And also, Sheldon Rankins is getting really close. We're going to need our defense to step up big time. We need them to step up big time because this offense without Brees,
it's not pretty.
Who Dat Nation is really going to learn to appreciate how good Drew Brees is if he misses some games. Because you seen in these last 3 quarters.
This is a totally different team.
This ain't the potent offense you used to seeing with Drew Brees. Losing Drew Brees takes his team from being a Super Bowl contender to being bottom of the barrel in NFL. That's how good this guy is.
Yeah, this offense relies on accuracy and timing, and you just don't have that with Bridgewater.
Yeah. And we just paid Michael Thomas big money. We're going to need him to step up big time and get open on man-to-man coverage because teams are going to be playing nothing but man-to-man on us and stacking the box. They're going to look to stop Kamara at all costs. So our receivers are going to have to get open. And I don't know who we put out there at quarterback, but one of these quarterbacks is going to have to step up and make accurate throws and make good decisions.
And take a deep shot every now and then to keep the defense honest because they're creeping up.
You have to. Did Ted Ginn even have a catch?
Ted Ginn had 0 catches. And
that's our only deep threat.
You're looking at our second best receiver.
That's our only deep threat. And that just shows you that Teddy Bridgewater wasn't even looking down the field.
Wasn't looking deep. Nope.
He was predetermining. I could tell he was predetermining either Michael Thomas or Jared Cook because I seen one of the plays he threw it to Jared Cook in double coverage when we had a guy wide open for a first down.
Our longest pass play was 28 yards, but that was because Tre'Quan Smith ran after the short catch.
Oh yeah, that's when he got injured.
Besides that, the longest pass was 19 yards. So
yeah, and then Ted Ginn's your second receiver. Tre'Quan Smith is 3.
Yeah.
So if he goes down, your number 4 is Kirkwood. Kirkwood got injured in pregame.
We better be looking at signing some more receivers or signing somebody off the practice squad.
Good. We got Carr. We got Austin Carr. We do have a couple of practice squad guys that look decent in preseason.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Butler.
Yeah, you might have to be looking at those guys now.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna need some help, definitely.
Yeah, we're gonna need help. The defense is gonna have to step up big time. We're really gonna see what we're made of in the coaching staff. Coaching is going to have to be on point. We're going to have to get these guys prepared.
We're going to have to be creative with our next few games because we got Seattle at Seattle and Dallas.
Is that Dallas game at home?
I think it's at Dallas.
It's at Dallas too. Yeah, we got a tough few games ahead of us, man.
I take that back. The Dallas game is at home, so
okay. At least we got them at home.
That's one bright spot in this whole.
Yeah,
it's been bad, man.
But I mean, the reason why we're so good at home is because we have a potent offense in the dome on that turf.
Yep.
Without Brees, this offense is not potent.
So it pretty much takes away your home field advantage. I mean, it does nothing for you.
We're gonna need Rankins and Anyamata to come back and shore up that defensive line, so we could play the run defense tough and try to get pressure on the quarterback with 4 guys. This defense is gonna have to step up and play the way that they've started to play at the end of last year, because we're gonna need them. Because I don't know if our offense is gonna go out there and be able to put over 24 points a game.
No.
I think we're gonna have to win low scoring defensive, hard-nosed games.
20 to 17, 17 to 14 games like that, because that's our offense now.
Yeah. Hopefully we get some good news out of this Brees injury. But I know I've suffered finger injuries before, and I know they're very lingering injuries. And to be the quarterback, this is your throwing thumb, the thumb on your throwing hand. You use the thumb to grip the ball. If you cannot get a good grip on the ball, you're not going to be able to throw the football with any kind of precision or strength at all. We're going to have to wait until that hand gets completely healthy before we put him out there. And especially because if it's not 100% healthy and we put him out there, you can re-jam it again.
And then it just extends.
And then it resets back to 0.
Exactly.
So we got to be smart with this injury. We got to make sure he's completely healthy when we put him back out there. But we got to go out there and still compete and try to win some of these games without Brees. But hopefully Brees can come back next week, and all what we're saying is just nervous talk. But right now I'm concerned.
Yeah, we're talking worst case scenario right now.
Yeah, I'm very concerned as a Saints fan.
Hopefully it can be better, but we're talking worst case scenario.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking if we can somehow steal one of these next 3 games.
Yeah, let's say he's out the next 4 games, and we can somehow get 2 out the 4. I think you stay afloat, and then Brees comes back, and our schedule gets easier down the road.
Yeah.
We can string together a winning streak, and with our division being, it looks like the division is pretty bad this year. We could still win that division and make the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm thinking a division winner is probably going to be around like 9-7 maybe.
Yeah. But all right, Crescent City Connection podcast right there with the instant reaction from this game. We're going to be right there every step of the way. Y'all like, subscribe, leave comments down below. See y'all next week.